Floyd, more paste picante sauce.
There you go.
Floyd, this ain't paste.
Well, so what?
Paste is made in San Antonio.
By folks who know what picante sauce should taste like.
Hey, this stuff's made in New York City.
New York City?
Pick up the original. Pick up the pace.
Maybe we were a bit too hard on Floyd. Nah.
Things were pretty quiet around here until Hardee's brought out that California raisin family.
Buy a Raisin Oat Bran muffin or any dessert, and for 99 cents, you get yourself a purple neighbor.
Those raisins are raising a ruckus all over town. But it ain't what we call fun, is it, Martha? Martha? Martha! Oh, Martha.
California raisins. Collect all 4. Only 99 cents each. Only Hardee's.
Used, this book gets used. It is the one that we use. Used, sometimes abused, but still the one that we use. Used, the one we use.
It's the one that gets used. U.S. West Direct.
That's why it's still the one.
WDAY TV, Channel 6, Fargo.
The following is a presentation of WDAY Sports.
Don't fall off. Guess every team in District 23 wants to be prime time, so we're just happy to be there.
Season-long goal?
Yeah. From day one.
Summertime. They might even skip a couple of football practices. It's a New Year's resolution. They want to make it to the big show. Hey, baby, they're here. It's tournament time. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Cover Fieldhouse. Here comes the Glyndon-Felton Buffaloes. The top seed in District 23A, and they are up against Fergus Hillcrest in our first game tonight. Ed Schultz along with Dana Mogck. Dana, hey, we got some new blood in here tonight.
We've got a couple of teams that really haven't been here before. Fergus Hillcrest making its first appearance on primetime TV, and let's face it, we got two teams. One was supposed to be here, Glyndon-Felton. The Buffaloes have been the preseason pick since the last whistle blew for football back in the fall. Hillcrest is that team that nobody really knows anything about. They don't play many Heart of Lakes teams during the season, so they don't know what kind of competition they face. They always run up a good record. And now Hillcrest has gone overseas with a great recruiting budget and brought in a couple of Norwegian players, and they will score tonight.
Hey, they're going to be hanging from the rafters here in just a few minutes at the Carver Fieldhouse. It's District 23A. Minnesota basketball on WDAY. Back with the starting lineups after this.
Tonight's Minnesota District 23A basketball semifinals, featuring the Glyndon-Felton Buffaloes versus the Hillcrest Academy Comets, and the Holly Nuggets versus the Frazee Hornets, is brought to you by Hillcrest Academy, City of Barnesville, Ford Dealers, Frazee Merchants and Community Club, Adams Family Used Cars, Glyndon-Felton Merchants, Holly Merchants and Chamber of Commerce, Lee Seed Farm, Warner Auto Center, Don Sportland Breckenridge, North Dakota State College of Science, Simison Marine, Dean's Bulk Service Barnesville, Hardee's, Fergus Falls Convention and Visitors Bureau, Fergus Falls Merchants, Pizza Hut, and 90-Minute Photo.
Hillcrest Academy in Fergus Falls, Minnesota returns to the district semifinals in a big way. 6'8" Froda Loftus will be a force to be reckoned with by any opponent. But the Comets' 16-4 record has been earned with a balanced attack. Glyndon-Felton, the Heart of Lakes champion, has carried the label of district favorites all year. And they have produced 20 wins and only 2 losses. 6'6" center Kurt Matzenbacher is nursing a sore ankle, but that hasn't stopped the Buffaloes as they steamroll into the 23A semifinals, looking to bring home their first 23A title in 11 years. The noise in the Carver Fieldhouse will be deafening tonight. Emotional run high as we've got some different teams here in our 1991 Minnesota basketball coverage. The Glyndon-Felton Buffaloes, a team that has answered to the call all season long. A team that has taken on all comers. They've run their record to 20-2 on the season. But the story in their camp is their big fella, Kurt Matzenbacher, hobbled with a bad ankle, scored only 8 points in the quarterfinal game the other night. They've had to find some other heroes down the stretch here, Dana.
And they have a senior-laden lineup. Bryant DeVries has really picked up the slack, averaging 12 points a game. But you touched on it on the sports. The key for this Glyndon-Felton ball club tonight is number 13, Joe Schreiber, the QB for the football team. He's the QB for this basketball team as well.
Ain't but a junior, and right. He is playing well. He has really turned into their playmaking guard and a kid that can cast it from outside. It's amazing to listen to these other coaches talk about other teams. They're not blowing smoke. This is an even tournament coming in here tonight. Now you look at the Fergus Falls Hillcrest Comets. Eric Carl in the backcourt and also plays that forward position sometimes. He has got a beautiful shot. He got hot the other night and was the key for them in their upset win over Pelican Rapids. The starting lineups of tonight's game will be presented by the PA announcer, Chad Olson.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tontori calls welcome this evening to the 1991 District 23 High School Boys Basketball game. For this evening in our first game, Glyndon-Felton Buffaloes will take on the Hillcrest Comets. Now for our starting lineup, first for the visitor on the scoreboard, the Hillcrest Comets. Starting at a guard, a 5'11" junior wearing number 30, Ed Newman. Starting at the other guard, 6'5" senior, wearing number 33, Kurt Mochenbacher. And starting at the center position for the Buffaloes, a 6'4" junior, wearing number 43, Kyle Kragnes. The Buffaloes are coached by Dan Mochenbacher. Officials for this evening's game, Michael Spanier and John Leisler.
Spanier and Leisure, the officials tonight. Couple of veterans out of the North Central Conference.
Known well by Irv Vinegar.
And by the DAY sports crew.
These two guys will be doing the championship game of the North Central Conference postseason tournament on Saturday.
Hey, when we get on the tube, we bring in the big time.
They get all the big games. Fergus Falls, Hillcrest, and Glyndon-Felton, then the championship game of the NCC.
There you see it, the records. And listen to this crowd. They are ready. No real big advantage there, Dana.
Not at all. The only advantage that Glyndon-Felton may have, according to some coaches, that they play a stronger schedule than Fergus Falls Hillcrest Lutheran Academy.
Broda, loftlessness, but the tip comes back to the Glyndon-Felton Buffaloes. Schreiber with a basketball. DeVries onto the wing. Motzenbacher. They can't get it to him. It pops out of bounds. It'll stay with the Buffs.
They're going to go inside right away and find out what type of defense that Broda plays.
Right away, Motzenbacher. Nice little screen on that inbound pass to get him open right away. Eddie Newman in the backcourt, running the show, man-to-man D for the Glyndon-Felton Buffaloes. Keep in mind, the Comets have never felt tournament pressure like this.
Coach said they were a little nervous, but he's glad that they were nervous and not just calm and thought they were going to come in here and win easy.
And Christensen shot a little nervous, both of them, and a nice follow inside by Lisa. Canute. Oh yeah, they got to get their footing here a little bit.
First time in this tournament that it's been played on the hard court. They've had tartan in years past.
That's right, it looks like the Boston Garden. Big improvement by Concordia College, no doubt. Nice reverse layup, it won't go. Kragnes' shot cleared away. This kid's got a nice shot when he gets in the groove. Rejected by Kragnes. Back outside to Newman. Newman against Schreiber. That's going to be a battle of quickness all night. Newman loses out of bounds. Ooh, they're going to give it to him. Tied at 2 in the early going. Been a long year for that man right there.
It's been a good year, though. 20 wins, 2 losses. They've been favored all year long, too, and they performed like champions.
Christensen shot no good. Followed by Lisa, no good. Cleared away by Kragnes. Here comes Schreiber. Tries to dish it on to Create, but it goes out of bounds.
Got up in the air, and I think he had his mind set he was going to dish it off. He'd have looked to the hoop. He had the opening there. See, he's looking all the way. He should have put it up and just gone to the iron.
He had the right idea.
Our first on-camera Create goes to Schreiber.
Eddie Newman tries to go to Froda. Can't find him inside. Coach Risbrut, I asked him, I said, you get a tight game. How do you talk to your foreign kids? He says a few foreign words come out. Christensen. And the Comets are up with 2 minutes gone in the first quarter. Down low to Motzenbacher. Gets his own. I don't think the ankle's bothering him playing the low post. If you're going to get in a running game, you got a problem.
The only time it really hurts, I think, is when he misses a shot, maybe. So far, so good for Mochenbacher.
I don't think they get any more tape on that left ankle.
The right foot's a size 8. The left one's a size 11 with all the tape and all the bandages they got on it.
Just short of a cast. Carl won't go. Froda, nice board. But wait a minute, we got to travel. It's going back to the Buffaloes. He is a force inside.
That's the presence that he brings to this Hillcrest team. He's 6'8", plus he's got a little meat on his body. He's not just a pencil with basketball shoes on.
Again, Motzenbacher rejected by loftlessness.
He's probably never had to thought twice about it during the season about maybe head faking, pump faking a little bit, but now with Froda in there, he's going to have to think about it.
Eric Carl in the paint, and it's down.
Shooting percentages are high.
DeVries for three. Put some more bolts in that backboard. I don't know if it can take that kind of shot again.
If you're playing horse, you got to call those.
Christensen high, won't get it. Cleared away by DeVries. Out to Motzenbacher. They want to run it and all the way to the iron. Followed by Crackness. He won't get it either. Christensen, we got a dandy here. Carl for three. Froda, he walked again. They give him another step overseas.
I think Richard Risbrook just turned and looked at Froda and said, settle down a little bit. We'll be all right.
We'll be back at the Cobber Fieldhouse in a moment.
Begin your future and build a career with the North Dakota State College of Science, a 2-year quality education in liberal arts and transfer programs, business, technical, trade, and continuing education. These students sum up the NDSCS experience.
Excellent, excellent.
Positive.
Excellent. Fun.
For more information or a campus tour, call the North Dakota State College of Science toll-free at 1-800-342-4325, extension 2170.
Ford's #1 and driving Chevy crazy with the all-new 4x4 Ford Explorer. It's better built with more room than Chevy, and it costs less. Plus, save $1,300. And the new Ford Aerostar with the most advanced four-wheel drive system in its class that Chevy can't touch. Now, save over $1,800. Leave winter hazards behind in the trucks that leave Chevy in the cold. 4x4 Explorer and four-wheel drive Aerostar.
See your local Northland Ford dealer today.
In my experience, growing up in Barnesville was a good way to get a public school education. When I graduated from Barnesville High School and started studies at the University of Minnesota, I found that I was well prepared to pursue a college education.
Barnesville, a neighborly place to go.
Here's the big fella inside going to work. Froda blocking Kurt Machenbacher. That's 6'5" against 6'8". Froda is a force, and as soon as he learns to get those pivot feet set, he's going to do something on that offensive end, too.
And on the other end, Hillcrest has 5 offensive rebounds for a total of 8 so far. And there's the score. And here's the live action. McMahon way outside. He's not bashful. Discipline down low, and again, Froda rejects Motzenbacher in a big way.
In the backyard game, this is called face. Mach will have to start pump faking a little bit.
McMahon for 3. Cleared away by Christensen, and here come the Comets. Nice move. Couldn't get it. McMahon clears it away. Buffaloes up the floor. We're at the 3:35 mark here in the first quarter. DeVries to McMahon again.
You can't be gun-shy to play in District 23. You've got to have the green light from the time you lace them up.
I tell you, I was talking to a couple of old-timers tonight over at the hot dog stand for the game. I wish I'd had a tape recorder. They love it. McMahon, DeVries, off the iron, won't go. Christensen, he'll follow. Again, yes.
Nice way to build the offensive rebound stats. Just kept putting her up a little short, but he kept at it.
This is where Hillcrest has got to wake up on the offensive end. Get Carl, who's got the ball, involved in the offense. They take the baseline from him. Needs help, needs help. Back outside again onto the corner inside. Froda all alone. He's fouled, nothing called. Not going to give that to him at all. And then he gets called for over the back on Motzenbacher. Gonna let a little college contact work inside. I like it. Glendon on a 7-0 run over the last 2.5 minutes. They're in charge by 5. Schreiber out front against the man-to-man. DeVries. Matzenbacher throws it away to Carl.
Matzenbacher was falling out of bounds, had to get rid of it.
Carl inside of Froda. Loftus doesn't get it. Follows his own this time. Matzenbacher on the foul trying to reject.
I think you can see Matzenbacher was a step slow here and let Froda get behind him, and it was an easy lob pass in. He missed the first one, but was working for the second one, and Matzenbacher came over the top and got a piece of the hand.
Froda, Loftusness. Is he the Ray McKenzie of the free throw line?
Well, about 53%.
All right, that's in that neighborhood.
Free throws are always the last part of the game to come.
Another but net. It's a 4-point game. Buffaloes with the ball in the lead. Schreiber outside. DeVries directing traffic. Cragness. Froda clears it away. You know, he takes up so much room inside. The ball can come 3 feet from him, and he's still got a great shot at it.
Got long arms and obviously pretty soft hands. He can grab the rebound fairly easily.
Eddie Newman can't get it inside, and Matzenbacher clears it out. Here comes DeVries. DeVries. He throws it away to Christensen.
Smart move. That was about a 1-on-3.
Eric Carl with a drive. Nice one-handed shot. Froda boards it. And Hillcrest. 4 unanswered points. 1 minute remaining here in the first quarter. DeVries.
You see Glyndon-Felton is taking advantage of that zone now put on by Hillcrest, and they just pass, and DeVries slices to the middle. They find him in the lane. It's about an 8-foot jumper.
Eddie Newman. Oh, he had to go over Cragness to get that one down. Schreiber quickly up the floor on a 2-point game. Schreiber forces that one. Froda out to Newman. Here come the Comets. Christensen and Newman will set up the offense. DeVries is doing a job on Carl so far. Eric Carl has not gotten into the groove offensively yet.
And DeVries is their best defensive player.
There's his three-pointer. Ho-ho! That's what we were talking about. Hillcrest by 1. After the first quarter, listen to this crowd. And we'll be back.
Mike Thompson leads Frazee against Kyle Nelson and Hawley. It's a semifinal showdown next on WDAY Sports.
With the unfurling of the Centennial flag, the magic of Frazee Centennial began. Over 2,000 graduates and their families came home for the all-school reunion and gathered on Turkey Hill to say hello. Festivities throughout the year, covered wagons depicted days gone by. The 100th birthday party sparkled with celebration and a salute to our troops. Celebration of the century in July will be the grand finale for Frazee Centennial year. Frazee salutes all our high school activities that have made us so proud.
Frazee as you explore Minnesota.
Hi, I'm Todd Simison from Simison Marine, your complete marine headquarters. Get a great deal on a new Yamaha outboard. Checkmate, Blastron, Lund, the best in boats, and Arakoa pontoons all powered by Yamaha outboards. Summer is made for fun, and you'll find it right here. At Simison Marine, you're not just a customer today, but we pride ourselves in service after the sale. For versatility, power, and performance, it's Simison Marine, your authorized Yamaha outboard dealer. on the northwest shore of Big Pelican Lake, Pelican Rapids, Minnesota.
Congratulations to all the teams from Hillcrest Academy in Fergus Falls. Hillcrest, a private boarding school with students in grades 9 through 12 from 17 states and several foreign countries, offers a Christian education. Bible study and chapel are a part of every school day. Hillcrest is fully accredited, featuring a college prep curriculum. Music includes band and choir, travel opportunities, private instrumental and voice lessons. Students enjoy a full sports program in District 23. For more information, contact Hillcrest Lutheran Academy, Box 317, Fergus Falls, Minnesota.
It's been a great year for the Glyndon-Felton Buffaloes, and the Hill Lounge is proud to be a part of this tournament. They support the team all the way and remind you to stop in anytime for a great hamburger. They've got your favorite food and beverages, including a full menu Saturday nights. Next time, make it the Hill Lounge. And remember TG Ag Company in Glyndon. Now's the time to see them for the top quality fertilizer to fit your special requirements. TG Ag Company is proud of what the Glyndon-Felton Buffaloes have achieved this season.
Where is the three-point line, Dana? Holy smokes.
Well, that's just good defense. I don't think anyone should guard somebody that far away from the basket. But what range from Eric Carl. That was 4 feet beyond the three-point circle.
Now you can imagine how good he can be when he's just on the three-point line and left uncovered. He has got phenomenal range. There you saw the numbers in the years the last time these teams enjoyed a 23A championship. Rhoda Loftus already has 7 rebounds. DeVries gets help and scores. Great backcourt play by Schreiber.
And oh yes, by the way, Glyndon-Felton can dunk. They have a handful of players who like to put the ball down with authority.
Region 6A girls basketball action. Perham leading Wadena. Foul on the shot by Carl that time. Perham leading Wadena 22-6 in the first quarter.
Wendy Meyer for the Yellow Jackets has 4 three-pointers in the first quarter alone.
We're going to see our first free throws of the night from Eric Carl. First time I saw him the other night against Pelican Rapids, I saw that shot and I was just amazed at how well this kid has been schooled up on the fundamentals of shooting. He is a pure shooter.
In other words, can roll out of bed on New Year's Day morning and pop the three.
That's why he's got those knee pads on, Bubba. DeVries. Down low to Schreiber. Check that, Olsen on the board that time. Eddie Newman and another steal. DeVries. Oh yeah, he can dunk.
Put that on the highlight tape.
He knows he's on the tube, baby. He just put one down in prime time.
And hung on a little bit.
I like it. Getting the roll that time is Lisa Canute, and quickly down the floor. Matzenbacher on the run for three. The big fella, it won't go. Cleared away by Christensen. It's a one-point game. Ha, 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 we got a dandy.
Is that our first dunk in prime time?
Nice touch by Eric Carl, another three-pointer. DeVries for three. Brother of Jill DeVries, who plays for the Bison women's basketball team, and I know the Bison want this kid. He's got that linebacker mentality, and he can play it. Carl again, off the glass and down. It's a four-point play opportunity. Only on the Minnesota side, baby. Look at this play.
DeVries goes flying by to try and get a piece of it. I know that Carl rushed it, but he hit the board and it went down. Wow. He's almost at his season average.
And the Comets have snuck out to a 6-point advantage. Motzenbacher. That is experience.
We got 3 men who are lighting it up. Motzenbacher and DeVries for Glyndon-Felton and Eric Carl for Hillcrest.
5:30 remaining in the first half. Carl.
He's in range.
Eddie Newman. You know, and DeVries is sitting there thinking, you know, I think I've played pretty good D on Carl so far. The guy's shooting from half court. Turnover going to come back to the Buffaloes.
Boy, does that stretch your defense. I mean, you've got to come out. You also have to worry about him driving past you.
Hillcrest on a 9-2 run over the last 2 minutes. And Carl is going to sit down. That's Leaseth. Knut Leaseth going to take a breather. Now Hillcrest going to the zone defense. Boy, they got the big fella Motzenbacher away from the iron, but he'll follow his own and in.
Ankle looked A-OK on that drive to the hoop.
Motzenbacher and Carl on top of the scoring sheets tonight, looking at the all-tournament team. Newman, nice drive, it won't go. Gets his own in traffic. Cleared away by Cragness. Out to DeVries. Here comes McMahon. Too strong. Broda. Bringing it on out. Nordland. Christensen. It's that constant 23A roar in the background. Shriver. Look at these big guys banging in there. Dana, this is the most physical game we've seen in 23 in a while. With 4:06 to go in the second quarter, the Comets, they lead it, and we'll be back.
Be sure to visit your store, Staymart Convenience Center in Glyndon. Any size, any flavor of fountain pop is always just 49 cents. And March 11th through the 24th, eggs for Easter just 78 cents a dozen. 12-pack Coke products just $2.98. And 24-ounce Frosted Fizz just 38 cents at Staymart, Highway 10 Glyndon. And remember, Visions of Hair for the best in hair care. Stop in and see Lori Pender or Teresa Beckeroos. They've got that special touch to help you look your best. And for the best in basketball, keep your eye on the Glyndon-Felton Buffaloes. They're a super team.
I'd like to invite you into Don's Sportland to see our great selection of Lund boats, Johnson outboards, and Shorelander trailers.
Lund uses superior boat-building materials along with great looks to provide you with the ultimate approach to the sport. 1991 Johnson outboards are tougher, faster, and quieter than the rest. Let Johnson propel you into the next century. And reliable Shorelander trailers easily get you to where you want to be. Don Sportland, your Johnson outboards dealer, Highway 75 North, Breckenridge.
You need a good, dependable used car, so we should get together. Adams Family Used Cars is the dealership you can trust, and we have a beautiful selection to choose from. Stop by Adams and check out these specials. We have a wide variety of cars as well as choice pickups and vans. If you don't see what you want, Adams can get it for you. Warranties, financing, and service at Adams, too. Have your oil changed with quality Quaker State oil, filter, and lube, just $14.95. We're the family dealership that cares. Adams Family Used Cars, Highway 75 South, Moorhead, 3 blocks south of I-94. Remember, he who waits walks.
Major dunk on the break.
Bryant DeVries, I tell you, he brings more than talent to that Buffalo team. He brings an attitude. He's going to fight you tooth and nail till the bitter end.
Disappointed he didn't break the backboard. 3 of 5 from three-point land. We're talking about Eric Carl. Both teams shooting very well. A well-played game. On the inbound, a foul by Newman. They went to Motzenbacher.
Same play they ran early in the ball game that Motzenbacher scored off of. That time Hillcrest sagged in a little bit, but Newman picks up the foul.
Number 30, Ed Newman, that's his first personal foul.
are trying to do something to this zone. Cragness finds the nets, and he's down with it. Back to a 2-point game. Here comes Christensen with a basketball for the Comets. Fergus Falls Hillcrest. They haven't won a 23A title since 1976. Newman. Inside to Froda. Oh, he worked around the big fellas in there. Pushed aside Cragness and Matzenbacher. DeVries. He walked. I think Richard Risbrut, he's the Pat Riley of 23A.
Well, the consensus of the 23A coaches is that this guy's done one whale of a job this year.
Nice move by Eddie Newman on the baseline. McMahon. Bryant DeVries. Schreiber. McMahon on the drive. Froda can't get that one. Pulled down by Carl, and here come the Comets. Nice touch. Cleared away by the little guy, Schreiber. They're going coast to coast. Going to the Buffaloes.
Well, if there's any question if Hillcrest can compete, I'd say the answer is a definite yes.
Matzenbacher. Is he out of bounds? We got a foul call. I think they're going to call this one
on Leeson.
Knut Leeson. I couldn't see if it was 34 or 44 over there. Cragness is going to sit down. Dylan Olsen checks back into the lineup for the Buffaloes as Cragness sits down. They go with a 3-guard offense now. And the Bulldogs, DeVries. Couldn't get that one. Froda and DeVries. I know he'd like to have that one back. He's charged with a foul. That's his second. A 6-point lead for the Comets. Now, I know most of you out there who watch News Center 6 on the weekends know that Jack Sand has been doing the weather for how many years, Dana?
Oh, boy.
Probably the longest running weekend weather guy in the nation. Low key. You get him at a Fergus Falls Hillcrest basketball game, and there's Froda. Loftus is inside. You wouldn't know it was Jack Sand.
Last time he got this excited, they yanked Gwendolyn the Weather Duck off the air.
McMahon, in the but an air ball. And here come the Comets, and they're in charge. An 8-point advantage with 1:50 remaining in the first half. Carl. Nice dish. Loftusness. Short on the iron. Follows. He's fouled.
I'll tell you what, Froda knows what to do with the ball when they get it inside to him. He goes strong. 2 hands on the ball when he puts it up and in.
Carl is starting to be a real problem for the Buffaloes.
Well, they have to respect him from so far outside.
Not only that, but the last couple of times down the floor, he is driven into the key and dished off. And you got 2 pine trees down there working for him. I mean, they have got a great complement of an inside-outside game. This actually is a fine production for this young man at 6'8", if you got a guy like Carl that's going to bang him down from outside. Another Buffalo turnover, and Hillcrest on an 8-2 run over the last 3 minutes. Christensen, nice fake. Froda. A 10-point lead for the Comets.
Matzenbacher is just outmatched inside. Just giving up too many inches.
Cragness, DeVries, Schreiber. Schreiber. Cleared away again by Lisa. And the Comets are starting to dominate this game. Looks like they might play for one. Christensen.
Well, you got to figure Carl's either going to take the shot or drive in and dish off like he has been.
They got to go to Carl. He gets the pick, and he's in range. Going to stay with Fergus Falls with 5 seconds to go. They're going to have a shot at it here. Carl on the inbound to Newman. They're running out of time. They throw it away. Kragnes from three-quarter court. Ooh! It almost went. Hey, folks. We got a dandy. A 10-point Comet lead. Let's go to Dana Mogck. He's with the head coach of Fergus Falls Hillcrest. Dana?
What do you think?
Well, we're really pleased. We wanted that last shot at the end to go down by maybe 12 or up by 13. They got a little cold in the second quarter, and that really put a lot of pressure on them, but I just hope we can keep up the intensity.
And hopefully Carl will keep shooting from the outside. Is that what you need?
I hope the big guy doesn't get tired.
Very good. Thanks, Coach. Best of luck.
All right, Richard Risbrut. His big fella he's talking about, Frodo Loftusness, has got 11 rebounds, 5 off the offensive end, 6 on the defensive end. He has been a force at both ends of the floor. And who would have ever thought that the top seed in the district is down by 10 in the semifinals? Oh, that's Minnesota basketball. Back with the FM Acro team on WDAY after this.
As a meteorologist, he has the background knowledge and equipment to formulate his own forecasts. As a professional, he considers the weather to be a full-time responsibility. Like the pieces of a puzzle, he assembles all the information to bring you the complete picture of our region's weather. He's the one to watch when you need to know. He's WDAY meteorologist John Wheeler. Watch him put the pieces together weeknights on News Center 6 and let him make the weather less puzzling for you.
Sure, I have everything, but if I could have one more thing, it'd be more football.
A bigger kitchen would be nice.
She means more football, too.
A date with Tom Cruise. More football. Red sports car. More football.
How about a brand new football league from the NFL with teams from the U.S., Canada, and Europe?
Yes! Yes, indeed. Pro football returns when ABC Sports presents the World League.
Premiering March 24th on WDAY.
On the next hard copy, Al Martino's run for his life.
They said, now put your name on this paper or they're going to kill you.
The singer got his dream role playing crooner Johnny Fontaine in the Academy Award winner The Godfather. But then some guys made him an offer he couldn't refuse.
There was a way out. I figured I'd better leave the country.
Now, for the first time, he tells of his real-life run-in that made him flee the country for 7 years on hard copy.
Friday afternoon at 5 on WDAY.
With Good Morning America.
Weekday mornings at 7 here on WDAY TV, Channel 6.
Watch Bison Highlights on the Urban League Basketball Show tonight at 11 on WDAY Channel 6 Sports.
Back at the Cobber Fieldhouse, Fergus Falls Hillcrest Academy is leading the top seed in the district, Glyndon-Felton, by 10 points. It's 35-25. We're at halftime, and we're joined by Mark Haugen, who is a Hawley chemical counselor, right?
Or student assistance counselor, basically.
Okay, Mark joins us because in District 23, it is a very progressive and aggressive district. They have come up with a plan for students, and they've incorporated WDAY as a television station to produce a video, and the video's message is what, Mark?
Well, basically, the video is a message to other students, to the community, that youth are standing up and making a point about no chemical use. Okay. And the point of this video is really to say, if you're involved, don't be involved in drugs.
Well, it is a competition, and this year's winner is Rothsay High School. We'll take a look at the premiere of the winning video from Rothsay.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. Schultz back in.
We don't use drugs or alcohol because it's against high school rules, harmful to our bodies, and just plain stupid.
If you want to be involved in high school athletics and activities, you can't touch drugs or alcohol.
Can't touch this.
Well, in cooperation with WDAY's Creative Services Department, Rothsay was the winner, and CAP, we should say, stands for Chemical Abuse and Prevention. How long has this program been in District 23?
Basically, it started 4 or 5 years ago, and it started with a group of young people getting some training. We run fall and spring training for leadership, and basically a lot of these kids are providing role models to younger kids and to their peers in schools.
Other than the competitions for the video, do you have any other plans for the CAP program?
Well, for this year particularly, we're looking at putting together another spring leadership training, and there each of the 12 districts or schools are inviting about 5 kids to come, and we've had some pretty good turnout with that.
Mark Haugen, thank you for joining us. Congratulations to Rothsay, the winner of this year's video contest. We will take a look at the FM Acro team for just a second. We're at halftime with Hillcrest leading Glyndon-Felton 35-25.
There are special moments you just don't want to forget. Special times with friends and family, and times 90-minute photo can only preserve.
And after you take those wonderful pictures to preserve those memories, this is where it starts at 90-minute photo. The best processing in the industry, and it only takes 90 minutes. Thank you. And remember, convenience is a big part of picture taking at 90-minute photo. Columbia Mall in Grand Forks, West Acres, and Fargo.
Bridgman knows the 2 things calorie-conscious milk lovers want most, low fat and creamy taste. So leave it to Bridgman to introduce a creamy-tasting non-fat milk. New tasty, light and creamy non-fat milk. All the low-calorie benefits of skim milk, but added protein and calcium give it the rich, creamy taste you want. Enjoy new tasty, light and creamy non-fat or original TLC 1% low-fat milk. Try a little TLC.
Bridgman, for those who want the dairy best.
See one of the most unusual freshwater fish in North America this week on The Great Outdoors. This is Ed Schultz. Our next show takes you to Great Slave Lake as we go after grayling, the sailfish of the north. Then we'll show you some of the abundant wildlife that lives in Canada's Northwest Territories. Visit one of the world's last frontiers on the next edition of The Great Outdoors.
The Great Outdoors with Ed Schultz, Saturday night at 6:30 on WDAY Channel 6 Sports.
She was one of the most controversial performers of her time, an extremely sexual, very outspoken black dancer who was forced out of America. Now Entertainment Tonight gives you the inside story on a new movie that explores the unbelievable life of Josephine Baker.
She just absolutely would not give up.
She fought sexism and racism to reach stardom, then tragically had it snatched away. Get the amazing inside story only on Entertainment Tonight.
Friday night at 6:30 on WDAY.
Back at the Copper Fieldhouse, Ed Schultz along with Dana Mogck and the rest of our WDAY remote crew. And tonight, here is the story. Glyndon-Felton, the top seed in District 23, trailing in the semifinal game against Fergus Falls Hillcrest. 35-25 is the count. And Dana, we've seen it so many times before. You get into tournament time, you got to be able to shoot that rock. Glyndon-Felton shooting 36% from the field so far tonight. In fact, Hillcrest on a 10-2 run to close the quarter, and that covered the last 4 minutes of the second quarter. So the question now for Glyndon-Felton is, what are they going to do to turn this thing around and come out the second half?
Well, the big key here, look at the rebound total. 23 for Hillcrest, just 15 for Glyndon-Felton. And Glyndon-Felton is just 1 of 7 from three-point land. And, of course, that was banked in by Bryant DeVries. But they have to figure out a way to get Froda Loftusness off the boards. I mean, even if he doesn't score, that guy is wreaking havoc inside.
Glyndon-Felton outscored 26-12 over the last 8 minutes and 55 seconds. And Motzenbacher, limited with that ankle injury, still showing up in double figures in the first half. DeVries scoring well, but they got to find points elsewhere. The big problem for Glyndon-Felton has been defensively. They have not been able to deny Froda Loftusness the ball inside, and he's starting to hammer the boards on both ends of the floor. Carl, a great first half, 14 points. His outside shooting and Loftusness inside has really been the story, despite several turnovers in the backcourt with Christensen.
Glyndon-Felton really right now is stuck between a rock and a hard place. Carl kills him from the outside and Froda from the inside.
Here come the Glyndon-Felton Buffaloes, coached by Dan Motzenbacher, who also does the football program and the basketball program. And it has been a long 1990-91 season for him, but he's had a lot of success. There's Froda Loftusness, 6 feet 8 inches tall. I'll tell you, that kid make a great tight end. I mean, a great tight end. How could anybody miss him in the middle? Not quite a packed house here tonight at the Khyber Fieldhouse, but an excellent crowd here for the semifinals of the District 23A tournament. And later on tonight, we have got Frazee and Hawley coming up. Right now, let's go to Dana Mogck.
Coach, down by 10, is that kind of a surprise to you?
Well, we've been there before this year. The concern I have is we're getting out rebounded almost 2-1 in the first half, so we've got to really do a better job on the boards. And if we can do that, I think we can work our way back into this game. If we can't get on the boards, then it might be a long second half.
That's tough, though, with Froda inside, and Carl is hotter than heck from outside.
Well, he certainly is, but you look, there were a number of times where they had 2 or 3 shots at the basket. We just can't afford to let them have that, and we got to do a better job boxing out.
Coach, good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
The ankle. How much is it bothering Kurt Motzenbacher? Not a whole bunch. 4 of those points have come off inbounds plays on the baseline. Rebounding advantage to Loftusness, and half of those have been at each end of the floor so far. So we're just about ready for the start of the second half. Fergus Falls Hillcrest leading Glyndon-Felton by 10. And Hawley and Frazee are waiting in the wings.
Number 13, Schreiber. Number 21, McMahon.
A lot of speculation about who's going to be the next head basketball coach here at Concordia College. One of the Region 6A names to pop up, former great Khyber player and coaching down at Staples Motley, Lynn Peterson.
If I'm the new Khyber basketball coach, I start recruiting right now. I talk to Mr. Carl, I talk to Mr. Motzenbacher, and I wait and see who plays in the next game, and I pick up a couple more.
Risbrud has got to be wondering, now, how do we keep this thing going? You know, that early start in the second half, big key for the Buffaloes. DeVries will put it in play right in front of us. We're on the other side of the court this year there, Coach.
Strange.
A little different. We're over here with the all-time greats, Oates LeGrand. Motzenbacher. They need that kind of start early. Christensen running the show out front. Schreiber on him. Man-to-man D for the Buffaloes to start things out. Froda inside, tied up. They strip him. Here comes Schreiber to Kragness, and he loses it out of bounds. Gonna stay with the Buffaloes.
Oh, good defense that time by the Buffaloes on Froda Loftusness. They got him inside on the baseline, and really they had him pinned underneath the backboard, and he couldn't get her up and find the rim.
Schreiber. They go inside. They try to anyway to Motzenbacher, you know, Motzenbacher, despite that ankle injury, he really is trying to move on that baseline to get that ball. Again, that inbounds play that has been so effective for them tonight. That's 6 points off that play for Motzenbacher tonight on the inbounds. So they score the first 4 coming out here in the second half. Keep in mind, it was that Hillcrest 10-2 run to end that second quarter. Carl. Froda. Oh! I know what to do with this ball.
When he first got to Hillcrest, they threw him a basketball. They said, you know what to do with this? He said he just turned and walked in just about 2 steps and half a jump, and he slammed it home. Yeah, he knows what to do with it.
DeVries. Kragness. Froda rejects him. Christensen clears it away. So again, Froda Loftus learning the game quickly.
Akeem the Nightmare, we can call him. Certainly making life tough for the Buffaloes inside.
3 block shots on the night for Froda. Christensen with a create. He knows where the big fella is.
Guy's got great court awareness. He got spun around and still knew where to go with the ball and put it off the glass and in.
The Comets have got better court presence than what I was giving them credit for. The foul by Eddie Newman, and now it's going to be taken out of bounds by DeVries. That'll be the first team foul here on the Comets in the second half. They still lead it by 10, 39-29. Now checking into the ball game, Brad Hawkins. His first action of the night. Inside, Kragness to Motzenbacher, short. Schreiber. I tell you, there's battling going on out there, and it's going to be a foul on Eddie Newman. Let's see if we can see Froda putting her down. They overplayed him inside.
A deflected pass. Yeah, Motzenbacher got caught on the backside of him, and 2 good dunks.
That may have broken a 23A semifinal TV coverage for dunks in a game.
In fact, it doubles the all-time total.
Hawkins. Schreiber to Motzenbacher. Motzenbacher has only scored 1 bucket tonight in the corner, yet he's playing there against this matchup zone. Across the lane, Schreiber picks up the garbage, back outside DeVries to Hawkins. Good defense by the Comets, denying. Down low, and they throw it away.
Forced it inside.
Trying to get it to Kragness. Glyndon's in trouble. Carl. Air ball. Lisa couldn't get the gimme. Cleared away by Hawkins. It's a 2-on-2. He'll wait for help. Schreiber. Hawkins. DeVries. Here comes Carl.
Froda learned one thing, cherry picking.
Carl stripped from behind by Motzenbacher. Up to DeVries. Nice touch. DeVries cans it, draws him with an 8. Hillcrest leading this game 39-31 despite 9 turnovers. Carl's shot deflected. Froda inside, a tough angle. Followed by Lisa.
Glyndon is doing a poor job at boxing out.
Hawkins. Schreiber. You know, Dana Schreiber has not been the factor he was the other night. They have played him well. And Denny Anderson from Frazee told me this kid's the key.
He's only putting up a handful of shots tonight, and he really hasn't been driving to the hole very much.
Still a 10-point advantage for the Comets, and we'll be back.
With the unfurling of the Centennial flag, the magic of Frazee Centennial began. Over 2,000 graduates and their families came home for the all-school reunion and gathered on Turkey Hill to say hello. Festivities throughout the year, covered wagons depicted days gone by. The 100th birthday party sparkled with celebration and a salute to our troops. Celebration of the century in July will be the grand finale for Frazee Centennial Year. Frazee salutes all our high school activities that have made us so proud.
As you explore Minnesota.
Fergus Falls, Minnesota, home of Hillcrest Academy, salutes the Hillcrest Comets. These merchants extend best wishes to the Comets. Virgin's Flowers, Hardy's Family Restaurant, Herberger's West Ridge Mall, Interstate Incorporated on Machinery Hill, Mr. Steak and Motel 7, Otter Tail Power Company, Glenn D. Rognus Trucking, Rollinson Computer Center, 108 West Lincoln, Steenerson Lumber, Fergus Falls, Wall Botany Auto Repair. Congratulations to Hillcrest Academy in Fergus Falls. The universities have proved it. If you're planting wheat and barley, it pays to plant only large, heavy seed. At Lee Seed Farm, all of our seed is graded by size and weight. We have a good supply of your favorite varieties like Marshall, Vance, Gus, 2375, and Bergen. And our prices are very competitive. This year, maximize your potential yields. Plant certified seed from Lee Seed Farm. Call us today. Lee Seed Farm, Borup, Minnesota.
Later tonight, after Nightline, the Earl Vinegar Basketball Show. And oh, have we got in store for you what we think of the North Central Conference in the 1990-91 season. And a look to the future.
After many hours of research.
Oh, I'll tell you what, phone calls, phone bills, releases.
We went through many releases.
DeVries, inbound to McMahon. Glyndon-Felton has got to find some points on the outside tonight. DeVries. Nice create. Follows his own. Now that's trying to get something done. Gonna stay with the Buffaloes. Dana, that shot by Bryant DeVries, in a sense, was a sign of frustration.
Well, he went up and Froda was right there. He had no choice but to try and create something, and he did the smart thing, though, by throwing it up off the backboard and then knowing it was going to miss and go after it himself.
Hawkins throws up a brick. Hawkins.
Be careful.
In the land of giants, and he clears it in. I'd say he had to negotiate through some heavy traffic to get that one up.
That shot brought rain.
Eddie Newman running the show up top. 15 students from overseas at Fergus Falls Hillcrest, and they're all waving the Norski flag tonight, huh?
They brought the Norwegian flag. They started waving it during the live shot during news when Kevin Wallivan was interviewing both Canute and Froda.
When Froda gets hot, those flags, I mean, they're just swinging from the rafters. Schreiber trying to create. DeVries, short. Motzenbacher. Hawkins. Cleared away by Froda. Oh, it's going to stay in the Buffalo.
Hawkins has got that set shot, doesn't he? He brings it from the top of the shoelaces.
DeVries. McMahon. We got a foul inside, and it's going to be on Motzenbacher over the top of Lisa. And that's 3.
Gentle nudge that time from Motzenbacher.
On Glendon's horse.
He is the man.
Inside the 2-minute mark. And the Comets still own an 8-point advantage. Froda in traffic, and we got another foul, and within 15 seconds of play, Motzenbacher picks up another foul, and they got to do something. Here comes Cragness.
Motzenbacher's just got his hands full trying to handle Froda. I mean, it's tough on an ankle, tougher on an ankle to play defense than it is to play offense because you don't know where you're going on defense. And Froda is constantly leaning against him.
Carl, nice move. Oh, he's going to give it up. McMahon off the scramble. Up to Hawkins. DeVries trying to make it go. He's fouled. DeVries is a bull to the iron.
And I think he probably knows now that he is the man that's got to get the job done with Kurt Machenbacher out of there. He's the go-to guy down the stretch.
This kid has got strength. He's put together.
That miss has got him talking to himself.
DeVries draws the top seed in the district within 7 with 1:23 remaining here in the third quarter. Newman needs help. Hawkins. It's going to stay with the Comets. Out of bounds on Hawkins. I think a big key right here is that Newman can handle the ball pretty well, and it's away from Carl. See Carl left alone? He has time to move and get that shot. Froda follows, no good. Cleared away by Cragness. I think that's one of the big keys why Fergus Falls Hillcrest has been successful. They got somebody back there with Carl that can do something with a basketball. And another Glyndon-Felton turnover.
And still on that miss by Carl, you saw Froda right there, and the Glyndon-Felton Buffaloes just can't back him away from the hoop.
Hillcrest plagued by 12 turnovers tonight. Glyndon has 7. Carl outside. They're going to pull it away from the bucket with 30 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. They lead it by 7. This is Christensen. Outside to Newman. Hillcrest, a much better ball handling team than what I was going to give them credit for. Richard Risbroot. Carl, three-pointer. Somebody better recruit this kid. That's the end of the third quarter. Oh, he made it! He made it! Brian DeVries!
Unbelievable!
It's the tournament!
Unbelievable! The shot right into the net. That's 3.
We got to see that again, and we will. Look at these fans. Pandemonium in the Carver Fieldhouse.
I think that'll give Glyndon-Felton the lift.
Before the basketball season.
Mike Thompson leads Frazee against Kyle Nelson and Hawley. It's a semifinal showdown next on WDAY Sports.
Stop by the Night Owl Lounge on Highway 10 in Glyndon for great home-cooked meals. Chet and Esther invite you to try their Big Hooter hamburger. Lunch is always under $3 with the daily special. There's a large game room and Saturday afternoon bingo. It's all at the Night Owl Lounge. R.D. Offutt Company wants you to know how very proud they are of the Glyndon-Felton Buffaloes. R.D. Offutt Company supports Glyndon-Felton all the way. It's been a great year for the Buffaloes. Congratulations to the Glyndon-Felton Buffaloes.
Hi, I'm Todd Simison from Simison Marine, your complete marine headquarters. Get a great deal on a new Yamaha outboard. Checkmate, Glastron, Lund, the best in boats, and Arakoa pontoons all powered by Yamaha outboards. Summer is made for fun, and you'll find it right here. At Simison Marine, you're not just a customer today, but we pride ourselves in service after the sale. For versatility, power, and performance, It's Simonson Marine, your authorized Yamaha outboard dealer on the northwest shore of Big Pelican Lake, Pelican Rapids, Minnesota.
Fergus Falls, Minnesota, home of Hillcrest Academy, salutes the Hillcrest Comets. These merchants extend best wishes to the Comets. Virgin's Flowers, Hardy's Family Restaurant, Herberger's West Ridge Mall, Interstate Incorporated on Machinery Hill, Mr. Steak and Motel 7, Ottertail Power Company, Glenn D. Rognus Trucking, Rollinson Computer Center, 108 West Lincoln, Steenerson Lumber, Fergus Falls, Wall Botany Auto Repair. Congratulations to Hillcrest Academy in Fergus Falls.
Warner Auto Center has the vehicles you're looking for at the prices you want to see. Choose from several 1990 and 91 Olds and Pontiac factory rental return units. Demonstrator and driver ed vehicles also available at incredible savings.
Receive a $1,500 rebate on all 91 Olds 88 YLs. Top trade-in allowance and on-the-spot financing is standard at Warner Auto Center across from McDonald's in Fergus Falls.
Turn the key. Satisfaction. Turn the key.
Here is the three-quarter shot. Unbelievable! That's going to be on the national highlight tape. Back to live action. We start the fourth quarter. It's a 7-point lead for the Comets, and the Buffaloes are coming out after them. Dana, they've gone from the matchup zone to it looks like man-to-man.
And Machenbacher is back in playing with 4 fouls for the final fourth quarter.
Carl to Newman. Christensen couldn't get the gimme, follows his own. Froda. Hillcrest in control.
Froda doesn't even have to leave his feet to get a rebound.
I asked Risbert before the game, I says, how are these kids reacting to this basketball? He says, Froda and Lisa can't believe how excited people get over this. And if you'll notice his facial expression after he scores, it's just another day at the office.
These 2 kids also played football this fall for the very first time ever.
Christensen fights for the baseline. Out to Newman. Lisa. He knows where Carl is. 6:25 remaining. Inside Carl. DeVries breaks up the pass, and Carl clears it away out to Christensen. Great play by the Comets. Newman. You know, Dana, you can tell that these are college officials. They've let some things go inside tonight, and I like that.
There's been some bumping inside, some players even hitting the hard court, and they're not going to call it.
Christensen. Schreiber doing what he can to harass him. Christensen. Cleared away by DeVries. Outlet pass to Schreiber. Here come the Buffaloes. Schreiber all the way to the iron.
Schreiber's first 2 points of the game.
Ooh, a foul on DeVries as they are just trying to make something happen in the backcourt. That's his third, and that's a big 3. Does that kid give 100% or what? He'd play on my team any day. Froda gets it back to Carl. Nice athletic play there. Christensen. Glyndon knows they're in trouble. I would just venture to guess that Eric Carl spends his summer at basketball camps. He looks like a gym rat. You know what I mean? Just the way he just handles himself on the floor. Nice pass to Froda. Lisa clears it out to Christensen. Everything belongs to the Comets inside tonight. Newman. We got a foul on Schreiber. Frustration starting to set in with the Buffaloes. Eric Carl will put it in play. Newman, another foul on Schreiber. On the reach-in.
They've got to start hammering Hillcrest because they want to get Fergus Falls to go to the line and shoot.
And Hillcrest is really keeping their composure.
Here the obvious foul from Schreiber, just right over the top and hammering his arm.
Newman to the line.
Only a 42%, or excuse me, 52% shooter from the line.
Froda with 15 rebounds tonight. That one cleared away by Cragness. Up to DeVries. This is the first time they've touched the ball in almost 2 minutes. And they can't get anything out of it. Carl with a basketball. Newman to Christensen. The Comets are smelling the big V. Possession. It's going to the Buffaloes. There's a timeout on the floor with 4:04 to go. It's a 7-point game. Stay tuned. We got a great one, and Hawley and Frazee are waiting in the wings.
In my experience, growing up in Barnesville was a good way to get a public school education. When I graduated from Barnesville High School and started studies at the University of Minnesota, I found that I was well prepared to pursue a college education.
Barnesville, a neighborly place to go.
With the unfurling of the Centennial flag, the magic of Frazee Centennial began. Over 2,000 graduates and their families came home for the all-school reunion and gathered on Turkey Hill to say hello. Festivities throughout the year, covered wagons depicted days gone by. The 100th birthday party sparkled with celebration and a salute to our troops. Celebration of the century in July will be the grand finale for Frazee Centennial year. Frazee salutes all our high school activities that have made us so proud.
Frazee as you explore Minnesota.
The Fergus Falls Convention and Visitors Bureau invites you to come to Fergus Falls for your convention or meeting. Take one of the many tours available in Fergus Falls. Tour the Otter Tail County Historical Society's award-winning museum. Walk the historic River Walk. Enjoy Broken Down Dam, part of the Historic Sites Tour. Feed the geese and ducks while touring Lake Alice. Enjoy the beautiful city scenery. Relax on the lakes or shop in a variety of stores. Help celebrate Scandinavian Days, June 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. For more information, call for the new Fergus Falls brochure. Explore Minnesota.
From the line, this is who you don't want to foul. And who do you put to the line? The numbers say Lisa. And with 4:04 remaining and down by 7, Glyndon-Felton has to be looking at that. And they also have to be looking at the fact that they're 2 for 5 from three-point land tonight. And DeVries has made both of them, and nobody else has scored a three-pointer for Glyndon-Felton. Outside shooting has evaded them tonight, and this is Motzenbacher for 3, and he couldn't get that one, and Newman clears it away. Motzenbacher playing with 4 fouls. Carl inside to Christensen. Froda with 15 boards, bowling his way in. A 3-second call. It's going back to the Buffaloes. Our Nat sound mic has picked up that Lisa and Froda lost this. They're talking Norski on the floor. And the Buffaloes can't figure it out.
You alley-oop to me and I'll dunk it.
Motzenbacher, 0 for 2 from three-point land. Newman again. Schreiber lets him go through. Carl tried to go inside to Froda. DeVries clears it away. This is Motzenbacher. DeVries. Christensen. He'll have the layup.
Somebody's got to get red hot, and right now.
That's going to be on Leeson. Motzenbacher with a move to the baseline. Somebody better get hot is right, Dana. And there's a timeout on the floor. 2:47 to go. And the Comets getting close to that 23-8 title game, and we'll be back.
Now's the time to see Hilleshog-Monohi Incorporated Highway 10 in Glyndon for the world's best-selling sugar beet seed. When it comes to sugar beets, Hilleshog is the only name you need to remember. And when it comes to basketball, the name to remember is the Glyndon-Felton Buffaloes. The Northwestern State Bank in Glyndon offers you more of what you look for in a bank: a friendly professional staff, a convenient location, and a broad range of services and products. Let the Northwestern State Bank help you. FDIC insured and an equal opportunity lender.
Fresh, delicious, sweet, irresistible. Hardee's introduces muffins bursting with blueberries or packed with raisins and oat bran. Break one open today or pick up a bunch to go. Blueberry and raisin oat bran muffins available all day long at participating Hardee's restaurants. Hardee's, all kinds of good stuff.
Knowing that time is running out with 2:47 to go, his team is down by 9 points. They have been cold from three-point land, but now they send Kurt Motzenbacher to the free throw line. Froda. Everything has fallen for the Comets. They trap Carl, but he gets it away to Christensen. Triple team. Back to Carl. Leeson. Loose ball out to DeVries. And the Buffaloes pressure defense. DeVries for three. Motzenbacher. You can see his mobility limited there.
You can see he took one wrong step on the ankle and stumbled a little bit.
Schreiber. Froda clears it away. And Glyndon, the Buffaloes, shooting 36% at halftime. It hasn't gotten much better here in the second half. Inside the 2-minute mark. A 9-point lead for the Comets. Froda. He's getting hit.
He just chews his gum and goes about his business. No big deal. You know who Eric Carl reminds me of? Pat Westby. About the same build. Just as sweet a shot. Real heady player.
North Central Conference.
Quick stop at Fergus Falls Community College and on to Augustana for Mr. Westby.
Boy, what an investment he would be. And this one is going to be on Froda-Loftus, I believe. Over the back of Crackness, and we'll go the other way and shoot it. Dan Motzenbacher, head coach of the Glyndon-Felton Buffaloes. Glyndon has scored only one basket in the fourth quarter, and that was by Schreiber. Is that right? One bucket in the fourth quarter. Cragness draws them within 7 with 2 free throws. And Motzenbacher wants a timeout. Can the Buffaloes do it? We'll be back.
experience growing up in Barnesville was a good way to get a public school education. When I graduated from Barnesville High School and started studies at the University of Minnesota, I found that I was well prepared to pursue a college education.
Barnesville, a neighborly place to go.
Fergus Falls, Minnesota, home of Hillcrest Academy, salutes the Hillcrest Comets. These merchants extend best wishes to the Comets. Virgin's Flowers, Hardy's Family Restaurant, Herberger's West Ridge Mall, Interstate Incorporated on Machinery Hill, Mr. Steak and Motel 7, Ottertail Power Company, Glenn D. Rognus Trucking, Rolandson Computer Center, 108 West Lincoln, Steenerson Lumber, Fergus Falls, Wall Botany Auto Repair. Congratulations to Hillcrest Academy in Fergus Falls.
Hawley and Frazee will play after this one. And with 1:46 remaining here at the Cobber Fieldhouse, Fergus Falls, Hillcrest owns a 7-point lead over the top seed in District 23. I mean, they're praying they can get to the title game. Ball handling will be the key now for Fergus Falls Hillcrest. They've been very solid here. Full court pressure by Glyndon-Felton. Broda, he'll go to the line. Fouled by, excuse me, I got a note in front of me here. McMahon, I couldn't see the floor. McMahon fouled that time.
Kevin Wallivan called on to Hillcrest today to line up the two players for his live shot at 6:15. He said, are they having a pep fest today? No, it's prayer day at Fergus Falls Hillcrest. Hey, it works.
Broda couldn't connect. Schreiber. They've got time, but not that way. Newman. Full court pressure, and Carl is going to be fouled there. Is it intentional? Will they give him 2? Schreiber, his 3rd personal.
They're going to call 1 and 1. Half the reason they may have grabbed him was to break his fall.
Hillcrest has 15 turnovers tonight. Carl has been relatively quiet here in the second half after scoring 14 in the first half. And Motzenbacher clears it away, and with 90 seconds to go, it's not over. A 7-point game, but Glenn has got to find some points. Motzenbacher for 3. It won't go. Leaseth is fouled over the back by McMahon.
Leaseth is the man to foul. The worst free throw shooter of the starting 5.
And Hillcrest has missed their last 2 free throw opportunities. Kragness clears away a 3rd missed free throw by the Comets. 1:15 to go, down by 7. DeVries. McMahon. Nobody can get it in. Carl comes away with it. Down low to Froda. Great play by Eric Carl. 3-point play opportunity, and the Comets are going to win it.
They're going to call an intentional foul here because he just shoved him. Had no intention of trying to block the shot. He dumped Broda on the ground. He'll get the foul shots, and Hillcrest will get the ball back.
Richard Risbrut.
If he's not coach of the year. He's having a gas. He finally smiled tonight.
Only in America, baby. He probably likes it better when guys are around the free throw line. A 10 for the Comets. They are smelling the upset. This place will go nuts when the gun sounds. Another foul. That's a story in itself. Glyndon-Felton, we've said it all night, Dana, they have not had the outside shooting that they've needed.
Of course, they have put up some of those three-pointers in desperation to try and get back in it, but still, Hillcrest, 4 of 6. That's outstanding shooting.
Carl, with ice in his veins, puts 2 down. And there's another timeout. Biggest lead of the game for the Comets. And let's go into Richard Rithbruth's huddle.
We're going man to man now, you guys, okay? We're going man. You got Batchenbacher, you got Schreiber, you got 43 Langness, okay? What you get? You got 23, okay? You got Debris, you got who's got McMahon? You got McMahon. Okay, other guy, the tall guy. You got McMahon? Who's got McMahon? You got McMahon, okay? Hey, listen now. Stop them from shooting the threes. Okay, but remember they can penetrate too, okay? No fouls. Okay, don't let them penetrate. Don't foul, don't put them on the floor. Come on, White! They got to earn this baby, okay? Yeah. Hey, sit down. Hey, I'm proud of the way you guys play tonight. You guys are playing your hearts out tonight. Keep it going now, okay? Keep it going. 54 more times. Hey, you guys, you haven't lost your composure. Playing with intensity, be aggressive, come up and set effective hits. Hey, we want Eric and Brad to handle the ball. We want Eric and Brad to handle the ball. You two guys control it. Okay, listen, don't lose your composure if they foul you physically. Okay? Don't lose your composure. Yeah. Let's go! Take them! Hey, play your hearts out. 54 seconds, boys, and we're going downtown. Let's go! Yes!
Going downtown to prime time one more time. Hillcrest on a 7-2 run. Their biggest lead of the game right now, 53-41. More of a mental approach to the game than any X and an O, Dana.
I'm proud of you guys. Played your hearts out. They certainly have.
Schreiber. Still, somebody put a lid on the bucket for Glyndon-Felton tonight. This is Carl. Christensen. Lisa, and he traveled.
Lisa wanted to dish it off for Frodo for a dunk and an exclamation point on this basketball game.
It's been a great season for the Glyndon-Felton Buffaloes, and cold shooting is going to tarnish their season in a sense because they are much better than this.
That's Minnesota basketball. You run into one hot team and it's over.
Motzenbacher. Kragness rejected on the return with 22 seconds to go. And that's going to be, I believe, on Eddie Newman. It is on Newman, and that'll be his 4th as Kragness will go to the line. Saw Tom Critchley standing over there up against the wall. He's like got his hands in his pockets. He's got this look on his face. Geez, I got to go through this too. One bucket for Glyndon-Felton in the 4th quarter. And another whistle. What do you think, Dana? Did the Buffaloes just tense up? Or was it just a complete floor game by this man's team, Richard Rithbruth?
I think people should come away more impressed with Fergus Falls-Hillcrest than disappointed in Glyndon-Felton. Hillcrest just played a whale of a ball game tonight. Nobody knew anything about this team. It's always the question mark.
Only
in this
Jack
district.
Sand.
That's right. Jack gave me the update every Saturday.
DeVries for three. It's been that kind of night. Stacy McMahon. Schreiber for three. 5 seconds to go. Carl and a foul. There you see a jubilant sideline and the fans behind them. They have held Glyndon-Felton to 5 points in the fourth quarter. That'll do it. Look at these kids. For the first time since 1976, the Fergus Falls Hillcrest Comets are on their way to the District 23A championship game. Great job on both ends of the floor. And there you see the Glyndon-Felton Buffaloes as they leave the court with just a tremendous sense of disappointment. Richard Risbrut joins us now. Coach, hey, heck of a job. Congratulations.
Hey, thank you. We were fortunate they couldn't put it in the hoop there last part of the second half.
You know,
the guys played their heart out.
We were really impressed with your last huddle. Just trying to get the kids to recognize the moment, it seemed like, wasn't it?
That's right. It's hard to believe it. You know, it's been our dream the whole time to ever get, to get to the district finals. And these guys, they didn't lose their composure out there.
No, they really didn't. And I was really amazed at how well your team accepted the pressure. Did you talk about that coming into this TV production?
Well, yeah, the Norwegians were especially nervous getting into the game because they couldn't believe how anybody could get excited about just basketball like this with all the people. But, Eric Carl and Brad Christensen and Eddie just helped control the ball, and the Norwegians just happened to be open at the right time.
Hey, Eric Carl, you look at your ball club celebrate. They are loving it. You got to be proud of these kids.
Oh, we really are. We've come a long ways. We've surprised a lot of people, and boy, we had a good day in school today, and we just wanted to go through our routine, come up here and do the best that we could.
What was the game plan to defend Glyndon-Felton? You had to feel good about the fact that they started out cold and stayed that way.
Yeah, they did have trouble putting it in the hoop tonight. We wanted to stop their transition game. We brought in about 5 Fergus Falls boys from the community that were over 200 pounds last night and played as physical as they could on them. We didn't want anybody to get hurt, and then they played 7-on-5 on them to hurry up and get back on defense, and that really played a big part. We knew the referees were going to let us play tonight. We had these guys last year against Barnesville, and they didn't really. They let them play, and we just practiced being physical yesterday, and it really helped us tonight.
That's your game with Froda in there. That's got to help you.
Well, when the referees let them play, you can reach up over the top, and if he out-jumps them, it isn't over the back. But they called a couple on him, but he kept his heart in there. They deserved it.
Richard, you got the city of Fergus Falls awful proud of you. Thanks for joining us. Welcome aboard. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Hey, thanks a lot, Ed.
All right, Richard Risbrut. And I'll tell you what, these kids from Fergus Falls Hillcrest, they are pumped up. They're in the 23A championship game, a 53-42 win over Glyndon-Felton, the top seed in the tournament. Hey, I like this kid right here, Eric Carl. Carl, great job tonight.
Thanks a lot. It's just a great feeling. Can't explain it. It's great.
Going up against the top seed in the tournament. I mean, this is it. The prime time, the pressure, the packed house. What was the mental approach of this ball club coming in here? What was the talk among the players?
The talk was we played tough teams like this before. We played a game against West Central, and we feel that they're but a tough club is just this one here, and we just had to get ourselves mentally prepared and just really psyched for this game. We were pretty loose in the locker room before the game. I think that helped out a lot. It's just loose.
Eric, Bryant DeVries played you very physical right from the start. You had a hard time getting on track until you started hitting three-pointers. How did you feel about that?
Knut Listad set some really good screens out there. So then they weren't rotating up fast enough, so it got me open for just a second. And it was the screens really opened up out there.
Fella play tough inside. They let some banging going on. You like that?
Yeah, I do. I mean, we got some muscle in there with Broda, so it's good that they let it go times like that.
Tell you what, Eric, you got a great touch, kid. You can shoot the ball. What do you think about this game? Frazee, Hawley, who would you like?
Oh, I don't know. This one's going to be a good game, too. I don't know if I'd rather play one of the teams because they're both tough.
How'd you do against them this year?
We didn't play either of them.
Either one of them.
We didn't play any Heart of Lakes schools except for Lake Park.
Does that help you being an unknown commodity? Did that help you tonight?
Yeah, it does. It kind of gives us that underdog approach. And we can, we were the only team that wasn't in the Heart of Lakes that came in, so we thought we had something to prove.
Eric, good luck tomorrow night. We're looking forward to seeing you.
Thanks.
All right. Eric Carl, great shot this kid has produced. Let's go over to Dana Mogck. He's with the big fella.
Well, we've got
Broda, nice job.
Broda loftousness, and first thing, did you guys really think that coming in as the number 4 seed, you had the ability, the right stuff to make it to the District 23 title game? What was your coach telling you?
We knew that all the time that we was a good team, but we have to have today, and all five stars have to have the game. Everybody has to do the hard, work really hard. We can do good.
What was the game plan against the Buffaloes tonight? Hit the boards real strong?
Yeah, and slow down the game. We had to slow it down because we have a problem with running with them, so we had to slow it down.
Nice dunk, by the way.
Yeah, thanks.
Is that one of the highlights?
Yeah, that was great. Oh, it feels good.
Broda, what do you think? You've come all the way overseas from Norway to play. It's quite a season for you. How do you describe
it? It's great. I love it. And all the fans, I don't think we can do it without the fans. They're great too. It's great.
What do you think? What do you think about tomorrow night? You got the winner of Hawley and Frazee.
Yeah. We're going to see this game now and see how they play. We haven't seen them before, so it's going to be fun and going to the final, and I think we can do it.
Broda, best of luck. Get some more dunks tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Broda, this is what it looks like, fella.
This is you on the inside. Nice job.
Yeah, thanks. That was great.
Good luck, Broda.
Broda loftousness. His ball club, the Fergus Falls Hillcrest Comets, they are celebrating in the locker room and loving it.
In the fourth quarter than it was for us. Okay. We got to wear white again tomorrow night now, so make sure the uniform. Let's play Hawley up here one more time. We play Hawley or is it white? No, red. Okay? So we'll shower up. We'll enjoy the next game, sit back and relax. The whole game.